afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our first ever installment of MFHL Game Day on GShow Productions. I'm your host, Graham, the GShow Forsyth. Happy for all of you tuning in today for choosing GShow Productions. Should be a fantastic game between the Eastman Selects and the Winnipeg Avros. The Selects come into this game off of a 7-0 win against Pembina Valley last Sunday in their second game of that weekend. This is going to be their only game of this weekend, so you got to think that Eastman's going to be looking to leave it all out here. For the Avros, they're 12-3-1 or 12-3-2 heading into today. And they lead the league in goals for, but they're coming off back-to-back losses this week, losing 3-1 last night against the Interlake Lightning, losing against the Winnipeg Ice earlier to start this week in the MFHL as well. The strengths for the Avros, though, it's a strong forecheck, lots of skill up front, 67 goals for, most in the league. They're well-structured but undisciplined. They're second in most penalty minutes in the league. They've had a history of blowing leads so far this year, and gotta focus on playing a complete full game until the end. For the Selects, it's been strong goaltending for them, a positive passive attack while clogging up the middle of the zone. They've been playing for each other. They're stingy, tough to play against. They bring a lot of energy, but from what I see, they still don't get nearly enough traffic as I think they could in front of the net. That's kind of due to the system that they play. They're going to be looking to stick with this top team today in the Winnipeg Avros, as the Selects are now out on the ice, as well as the Winnipeg Avros are. This is going to conclude our pregame show. Some players to watch, though, just to let you guys know. Players like Isabella Carrier and Ginger Fast for the Eastman Selects. Players like Celine Wozni, Rio Pierre, and some other great players, as you'll see, for the Avros coming up today. This is going to conclude our pregame show. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to cut to our promo screen before we get set here for puck drop between the Avros and the Selects in a game brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, Terrico, and Goaltenders. Thank you to our lovely sponsors for sponsoring our first ever edition of MFHL Game Day here on GShow Productions. Enjoy the game, everybody, between the Avros and the Selects coming up next. There you have it, everybody. For O Canada, we're just about set to get underway here in the second matchup between these two teams in the season of 2023-2024 in the MFHL. The 8-5-2 Selects taking on the 3-2 Avros from the Niverville Recreation Center here in Niverville, Manitoba. I'm your play-by-play commentator, of course, for today's action. Graham, the G-Show Forsyth. Our game brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, your one-stop shop for all your industrial needs. Jericho, serving Manitoba producers for over 80 years in the agricultural industry, and Goaltenders, your goalie's personal video review service. Avros set to get underway. The selects as well, both at center ice, and the puck's going to be in the possession of the Avros to start things off. Draw one, played up the boards, and the Avros get it in early. It's number 4 for the Avros in Speechley, rims that around the net. Mackenzie Lazat tried sending it in deep. Speechley tries getting it to a teammate, and a teammate is there. Isabella Huckuluk in front of the net, along with Lazat and Speechley to start off this game. As the puck is in the select zone, it's Carrier in the corner. She won Player of the Week this past week in the MFHL. So get the scoreboard up for you guys early in this game. The Avros transition up. It's Rio Pierre sending that, kicking that to Sydney Haggard as they send it in deep. The Avros is Lubke there, along with Pierre as the high girl. Avros decide to dump it in. That's Cunningham who does. Lubke, Pierre, and the rest of that Avros top line out. It's going to be in the possession of Cunningham. Cunningham plays it to Lubke. Lubke sends it in, and Lubke going to go off for a change. Into the corner now, getting it. It's number 17 for the selects as she plays it up. Avros Cunningham in possession. Going to be fed back across to her. And Cunningham going to look to break it up. It's going to be played up. Morey tries getting it. Amy there along the board selects into the neutral zone. And it's Nolgren with it. She tries getting a backhand pass to a teammate, but picked off by number 19 of the Avros in Celine Wozni, leading scorer for this Avros team heading in. She's going to end up, no, it wasn't her, sorry, that ends up drawing a penalty. It's the captain, Sienna Price, who draws a penalty for the Avros, and they'll be going on their first power play of the game here with 17:52 remaining in the first period of action. It's going to be Wozni Price out there for the Avros from what we can see. Hepner out there along with Carrier, number 5, taking the draw for the select. She lost it. That was Remillard, the Avros controlling. It's Emmy West. Getting the puck back, West up top. She's going to work it with Cunningham. Cunningham across ice to a teammate. Tries getting that to Wozni. It's on her stick now. Wozni surveying options. And she's going to go back across to number 16 in Liberty Amy. It's going to be West from the corner, or from the point. That one going behind the net, wide of the net. From the point, shot gets through from the slot. Price, but a nice save made by Kennedy. Oriana Kennedy coming off of a week where she won Goaltender of the Week in the MFHL. Fantastic in that shootout loss against the Winnipeg Ice. Puck's going to be played around. The Selects looking to get it out, and they do. It's going to be in the Avros possession with 1:03 left. Emmy West settling it down. Tight turning, nice dangles through the Selects. That's Ginger Fast, guest on the most recent episode of the MFHL podcast. Given chase, she's going to do just that on the forecheck on the penalty kill, making it a bit tough for the Avros to get transition going here. But it's going to be to number 17 for the Avros, and Huckuluk playing that up. She gets the pass now. She's going to get that to Speechley. Speechley with Huckuluk with her nice defensive play there by the Selects defenseman, number 13 in Cox Loader. The Selects going the other way now. Back to retrieve it for the Avros, number 5 in Kelsey Ness. Playing that to number 11, Carlin Zant. Zant tries playing it up the boards. Nice clogging up of the boards by Selects there to make it difficult. Number 10, Sydney Haggart with it now. She's going to look to skate it through the neutral zone. Tries cutting in, can't get by Carrier. They finally do. Lupke now, in. Passes, shoots, blocked by number 9. In Devin Brown. It's going to be into the crease for, I believe it's Madeline Sylvester in net for the Avros today. Puck's going to be sent down, no icing on the play. It's number 11 in Chloe Carrier chasing it down, not Isabella. She wears number 18. Speaking of Isabella, she has the puck now. Trying to gain some speed, but can't. Cut off right before entering the zone. Avros look to get it out, and they do on the chip there. It's number 15 in Jenna Turner. Nolgren now looking to just send that in deep. And she does. Jenna Turner back to recover it now. It's going to be played to Shortridge. Shortridge sending that back down low. Good attack here from the Selects on the forecheck. Going to battle as they look to work it up to Nolgren to the line. Her shot wide of the net. Try getting a deflection from a weird angle there, it looked like. Rio Pierre with the puck now. She's struggling to move it a bit. It's going to be rimmed around to number 18 in Shortridge, but puck a bit short. No pun intended. Getting there. Lupke tries chipping it past the boards, but can't get past Nolgren. Hepner there to cover for her back, and the Avros go the other way. It's going to be to Amy. Amy, her shot right on net, right on the breadbasket area of Oriana Kennedy. Their Avros trying to force a turnover, but they can't, and the Selects go the other way. Abby Dixon carrying the puck. She just decides to send that in deep below the goal line. She wins her own chip to that puck, that race there. Still along the boards. And it's going to be a turnover. Dixon tries getting a shot. Nice defensive play there by Amy as they go the other way for the Avros. It's Wozni. Her pass attempt for Price not quite there. As the Avros look to pressure, but they can't. Selects get it out. No icing on the play as Samantha Cunningham chases that down. Tight game here early on. Our game brought to you, of course, by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, your one-stop shop for all your industrial needs. So we just fix our screen here. The Avros going the other way. It's Hockey Luck with the puck. She chips that up to where a defenseman should be. It's Lazat getting back there to cover. Can't quite get that in deep. And it's Waddell. Just past the red line. Dumps that in for the Eastman Selects. Mid Canada Fasteners Shop, one of our sponsors for today's game. Using GShow Productions until the end of the month here in any Mid Canada Fasteners store locations, either Brandon or Winnipeg. You can get a free Milwaukee Coffee Tool Mug with any one of your purchases by using GShow Productions. That promo code when going in the store. Out in front, oh, a nice chance there for number 16 of the Selects in Heidinger. That one trying to be sent on net by the Selects, but they can. A delayed penalty coming up. The Selects getting the first power play of the matchup. So it'll be the Avros, the second most penalty minutes of any team heading into this game. On the first penalty kill of the game here coming up. For the Avros yesterday, penalties costed them a lot of players in the box last night for them. Try not to repeat the same thing, of course. They're not far off of the league lead for penalty minutes heading into this one. It's their third game in 4 days, and the Avros started off with a nice clear down. It's Kennedy coming out to get it. Kennedy playing it off the boards to number 17 in Holgren. Lupke there to meet her. Holgren able to evade the pressure. She fans on that pass. And the Selects, they break it up the other way. But it's going to be Rio Pierre making it tough. Looked like she was trying to draw a penalty, but couldn't quite. It's Ginger Fast on the puck now, carrying it in. She dangles through one player. She sends that up to the point to Heidinger. Heidinger to Nolgren, but that's going to be picked off and taken the other way by Pierre. With Kennedy only to beat Pierre. Oh, nice save by Kennedy on the breakaway chance. There's going to be a penalty coming up on the play. No, sorry, the net was just off as the refs call the stoppage here. With 11:34 remaining in the first period, the Avros Realty are so close to scoring there. But Oriana Kennedy, last week's goaltender of the week in the MFHL, was on it. Draw going to be won by the Selects. Chip to Carrier. Chloe Carrier goes D to D. Surveying options. Kicking that up to a teammate, an outlet winger. The Avros end up picking it off. The zone giving chase is number 14 in Remillard, as well on the forecheck as number 10 in Haggard for the Avros. That shot, Liberty, Dixon. It ended up tipping off of a skate just wide of the net of Madeline Sylvester. Avros looking to get it out. 28 seconds remaining. They just do on this penalty kill of theirs, their first of the game. It's Dixon. Number 14 for the Selects in Remillard. It is Dixon with it in the corner. Try sending that to a teammate in Remillard. Remillard with it now in the corner. Oriana Kennedy banging away at the ice, signaling the penalty is over. Up to the point, Lesage, she plays that to Carrier. Her shot, fanned on, couldn't get through. Emmy Weston, she plays that up to Wozni. Wozni, leading point getter for the Avros, going to battle with number 15 and Scott Cook. Sienna Price getting tied up there. It's going to be Cassidy Lesage who played her off nicely, closing her out. That lane, that is. Going to be a shot, save. The shot by Amy, saved by Oriana McKenna. And the Selects taking it the other way now. Into the Avro zone. It's going to be rimmed around. Number 13 on the check now for the Selects. So we get back to play here. The draw is going to be inside the Avro zone. Sylvester covered it up nicely there to get a stoppage in play. We're 19 in Hepner out there, or the Selects team. Trying to send that in was Remillard deep, but couldn't get it past an Avros player. It's going to be Nolgren with it now. Nolgren surveying for options. She's looking, but that's going to be picked off. Number 18 for the Avros, and Avery Shortridge picked it off, and here's Shortridge with a chance. That save made by Oriana Kennedy, and we're going to get a stoppage here with 8:37 remaining in this first period of action between the Selects and the Avros. Game is still tied at 0-0 shots, 4-3 in favor of Winnipeg. Draw's going to be won by the Selects, trying to chip it up the boards, and they can't quite get it past. It's Speechley with the puck in the corner for the Avros. Speechley looking, she gets that to Shortridge. Shortridge down low for Huckaluk. Avros starting the cycle now, taking advantage of high ice, and just tipped wide of the net there from Lizotte. Up to Turner. Turner, her shot wide of the net. Huckaluk tried getting that rebound off the backboards, but couldn't. That shot on Oriana Kennedy again, but turns it aside fairly easily. It's down below, Nolgren with it. Nice move to evade the pressure. Nolgren tries getting that up to a teammate, but picked off by Shortridge. Avros sending it in deep. But the Selects able to clear out again. Isabella Carrier, Player of the Week. Rookie for the Selects as well, getting Player of the Week in this past weekend of action in the league. That just went on. 10 games in total this week in the MFHL as we wind down the 2023 portion of the schedule. GShow Productions will be on location at the Hockey for All Center on Wednesday night between the Ice and Capitals, and next Saturday between the Selects and Wildcats here for our upcoming broadcast dates. Oriana Kennedy left that just for a teammate. It's going to be played up the boards by the Selects as they get the breakout going. Near the Avros boards, it's going to be Ginger Fast helping to chip that into the Avros zone. Goalie stays in net as that's Sylvester. Emmy West tries getting that to a teammate in Lupke, but can't. And the Avros finally get it out. It's Rio Pierre giving chase, leading rookie scorer in this year's MFHL. Of course, had her on the show, had a chance to speak with her and Ginger Fast this past week on the MFHL podcast, and she credited her teammates for the success she's been able to have this season. That shot unable to get through. Loose puck there for the Selects. Still no shot registered on that, though, in that flurry of potential chances. The Avros now looking to break it up, and they're unable to. Selects holding the line. Rio Pierre there to pressure, but can't. That one in the skates. It's going to be a shot wide of the net there from Hepner. Going in to chase now is Cox Lauder. Trying to get that up, but can't. There was number 16 in Heidinger. Played towards the net. Had to be sharp there was Madeline Sylvester. Shot on the side. Avros break out now. It's going to be Sienna Price looking to take it wide. She does. Beats a defender. Shoots. Oh, nice save by Kennedy. Another shot there, but not registered on net. Ava Boyle got beat, but Oriana Kennedy had her back, and this game remains tied. Another quality chance for the Avros off the rush, and here's Isabella Carrier now going with a nice save or poke check of the stick from Avery Shortridge there, and the Avros now going the other way. It's a shot from Liberty Amy, but it's turned aside. Selects looking like they're going to ice it, and that's exactly what it'll be with 5:02 remaining. The chance is there for the Avros, but Oriana Kennedy continuing her strong play from last week's shootout loss where she only gave up one shootout goal, or one goal in regulation to the Winnipeg Ice, one goal in the shootout as well. Draw's going to be won by the Avros, though. Going to be Turner playing that to Lizotte. Lizotte gets tripped up, but no penalty on the call. Shot from Shortridge, save made there by Oriana Kennedy. And getting the stoppage in play here with 4:52 remaining in the first period of action. Both teams having their chances on the rush. The Avros more so in this first period of play. Avros also up in the shot lead to start things off. It's going to be Brown in the corner as she's taken out, rubbed out along by a Avros player. Players getting tied up here. As the Avros look to break out the other way, and they do, or that's the Selects, sorry. It's going to be Ginger Fast getting that to Dixon, her shot deflected out of play. So we'll get a stoppage, I'm sure, in the Avros end here coming up. With 4:26 remaining, shots 8-4 in favor of the Avros still. Oriana Kennedy has had to be sharp. The Selects have had some chances, and Sylvester's been up to the test as well. That's going to be won by number 4 for the Avros and Speechley. Avros look to break it up, and that one behind the stick, not on it, of Lizotte. Speechley up in the neutral zone, picks it off, but into the possession now of Scott Cook. Cook tries weaving past the defenseman in Cunningham, and she does for the time being into the corner. Her pass up towards high ice in the zone, picked off by Speechley and taken the other way by Lizotte now with the puck on her stick. She just decides to send that in deep and going off for a change. Lupke out now, looking to pressure number 3 in Lesage. Lesage playing that to a teammate. They get it off the boards now. Going to be an icing on the play, it looks like. And no, it's going to be waved off as the refs make the judgment call there. Rimmed around the boards. That shot, not quite on net. It was from Cox Lauder, assistant captain on this year's Eastman Selects team. That's 4th place currently in the MFHL, heading into their only game of this weekend. The last time these two teams played, it was a close one back in October where the Avros won it 4-3 in OT. Here's Pierre going the other way. She shoots, save made there by number 1 in Oriana Kennedy. She had Haggart with her, decided to shoot, and Kennedy square and up to the task on that shot. As we're almost going on, yep, shot number 10. As that was in this game. Rio Pierre out on the draw again. She ends up winning that, tying up a teammate, Haggart, with it. Now along the board, she sends that down low. Intended for Pierre originally. Now on the stick of Lupke. Lupke tried playing that to Pierre. Could not quite. Battle in the corner. Puck still not in clean, full possession of one team or the other. Rio Pierre in now to support for the Avros. Pierre plays that out across to Lupke. Lupke with it now as the Avros controlling here in the select zone. Looking to get the cycle going. Played out in front. No body there for the Avros as the Selects able to clear the front of their net and go the other way. It's Waddell with it. Decides to dump it in. Isabella Carrier giving chase with her. Isabella Carrier gets that chipped just past her. Number 5 for the Avros, sending that up, and Nez giving chase is Rio Pierre, looking to draw a penalty as well, and she does just that. As Rio Pierre looked like she was going to maybe bust in with speed, the Selects, all they could do to defend that speed was just take her down. And the rookie doing more than just scoring and putting up points for this team, also drawing penalties. You absolutely love to see it if you are Ashley Van Aglen. The draw is going to be to the left of Oriana Kennedy as the Avros look to get things going here. Draw is going to be one back to Shortridge. It's now played to Wozni, shielding the puck there, plays it to Turner. Turner to Shortridge. That shot wide of the net. As the Avros now on the attack. It's Liberty, Amy, sending that to Turner, but her pass out of the zone, and Shortridge forced to regroup in the neutral zone. It's going to be Amy with it now. Sends that across to Turner. Turner with no one really near her right now as the Selects start to come. Plays to Wozni. That shot going to be deflected or saved wide of the net into the corner. Going to be played up to the point to Turner. Turner, her shot can be blocked there by Fast, but can't get the clearing attempt out. As Turner still holds the line. Great positioning by her. Selects still having to kill this in their own end. It's Sienna Price, captain, in on the forecheck, attacking along with Wozni. Getting it up to the point is Price. To Turner, that off the post! So close to breaking through and making it a 1-0 game, but the Selects get position and finally send it down. The Avros behind their own net, and that's Turner. She loses the puck. Loses her footing as well, but she's okay. Gets back up. She plays that to Shortridge. That pass intended for Speechley, unable to go. The Selects in on the forecheck, the attack on the penalty kill. That one going to be picked off and in the possession of Hockey Luck as he tries to get one last rush attempt going for the Avros here on their penalty kill. No icing on the play. Chased down there by Remillard. Remillard going to draw a penalty here coming up. Coming to number 12 in Mackenzie Lizotte. And with 16.7 remaining in terms of seconds, 2 seconds remaining in the Cassidy Lesage penalty, it's going to be Lizotte going to the PK box for the Avros, and the Selects will have a ton of time, most likely, on the power play to start off the second period of action for them. It's going to be Speechley out to take the draw. Winning that against Hepner. Cunningham with it behind the net. Avros just looking to eat some clock here to end things off as they're now on the kill. Gonna be sent across. That pass from Hepner. Save made by Lizotte. Or not by Lizotte, by Sylvester, as I should say. And after the first period of play, there were numerous chances. One went off the post for the Avros. But we're still scoreless here after 20 minutes of play. In a game on GShow Productions, our first MFHL game day broadcast presented by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, Terrico, and Goaltenders, your one-stop shop for all your industrial needs. Or not your one-stop shop for all your industrial needs. That's Mid Canada Fasteners Tools. Goaltenders is the one where it's your goalie's personal video review service. But yeah, it's been close between these two teams so far. They've had their chances, a few power play chances as well. The Avros, of course, going to want to look to stay disciplined. And something they were doing, getting some good success in the select zone, is cycling from low to high, opening up the high ice to get shots from the point, get traffic in front, overload that house in front that Eastman protects really well. And Eastman, they've had their chances, a passive attack like talked about, but they just got to work on staying disciplined in this game, stay opportunistic against an Avros team with a lot of talent up front that can make you pay. We're scoreless after the first period. We are going to send it to our promo screen, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be back shortly here just before the second period in the first intermission for the second period call. A scoreless game between the Winnipeg Avros, the visitors, and the home team, the Eastman Selects, here on GShow Productions for MFHL Game Day. Stick around, everybody. welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, whoever else may be watching on this Saturday afternoon for our first ever edition of MFHL Game Day on GShow Productions, brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, your one-stop shop for all your industrial needs. Till the end of this month, you can use promo code GShow Productions with any purchase in store to receive a free Milwaukee Tool Coffee Mug with any one of your purchases. Be sure to visit their website as well at midcanadafasteners.shop for more information on their products. Also brought to you by Terraco, serving Manitoba producers in the agricultural industry for over 80 years. Be sure to check out their website at the top right-hand corner, as you can see there. And yeah, also brought to you by Goaltenders, your goalie's personal video review service. For more information on this service, be sure to check out GordyTumilsonGoalies.ca to see what it is all about. But yeah, it's a scoreless game here between the Avros and the Eastman Selects. Winnipeg Avros, that is. The season series heading into this matchup, it's 1-0 for the Avros. They won 4-3 in OT last time out when these two teams played, and we've seen that strong goaltending come out so far for the Eastman Selects today of Oriana Kennedy, of course, goaltender of the week this past week in the MFHL. Yeah, she was sharp on the chances she faced, and same with Madeline Sylvester when she needed to be in the Avros end of things. But hope you guys are enjoying the camera angles we're bringing you today. 2 camera angles, of course, 1 wide shot, 1 at the end. We're hoping to have 3 camera angles come next game, but 2 is going to be our minimum. And yeah, thank you for choosing GShow Productions. Free to watch today for this game. Just setting up our pay-per-view service at this point. But we're getting onto the ice now. The referees making their way. As I believe it is the Selects about to come out first. Oriana Kennedy going to lead her team. Backup goaltender Tomes with her as well. Shots were 11-5 in favor of the Winnipeg Avros after that first period of play. They're on the penalty kill for the next minute and 44 seconds, or until the Eastman Selects score. As there we are, the Selects making their way onto the ice on the power play to start things off here. The Winnipeg Avros making their way onto the ice as well. They're losers of their last 2 games out. Losing to the Winnipeg Ice in a close one, 5-4 in a shootout on Wednesday night. And then losing to the Interlake Lightning yesterday, who have played really good hockey as the season's gone along. Losing 3-1. Rachel Hallerson, Team Manitoba goaltender, was in net for that one. We see Madeline Sylvester going to her crease there. Avros penalty killers at center ice. Rio Pierre along with Lupke, Shortridge, and Turner out there. Gingerfast, Hepner, Nolgren, Heidinger, and number 10, Boyle, out there for the Selects. Is Todd Mason getting them to come to the bench, talking to them here before we start off this period. The refs just getting the net set. We see here, and not quite there. Just missed that shot in Madeline Sylvester's crease. It's a beautiful winter so far here in Manitoba. Hopefully everyone got here safe for who's tuning into the games, and hopefully for those of you that are on the roads, you are safe on the roads. They're not as crazy as they're going to get in January and February, I feel like, this year coming up. But yeah, if the Selects are able to get a win in today's game, they would jump a point behind the Yellowhead Chiefs for 3rd place in the MFHL. For the Avros, they're looking to close the gap as best as they can between them and the Winnipeg Ice for 1st place. Avros in 2nd place, of course. We're set to drop the puck here for period number 2 from Niverville, Manitoba, between the Winnipeg Avros and the home team, the Eastman Selects. Graham the GShow Forsyth myself on play-by-play commentary for today's game. Also doing some color for you guys. We are the official broadcast partner of the MFHL, brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, Terrico, and Goaltenders. And yeah, we do not claim any exclusivity, even being the official broadcast partner. Anyone can come into the rink still and film these games, but happy you guys are choosing us, GShow Productions, offering multiple camera angles, some commentary analysis, and all that good stuff. Hoping to have a color commentator or even a play-by-play announcer join me at some point in this season, as you know, that would give this broadcast even more of that oomph factor. But here we go. The Selects win the draw. It's going to be played back to Hepner. Hepner playing that out to a teammate in Nolgren. Nolgren gets that to Fast. To Hepner. The Selects in the zone now. Ginger Fast, Delane sends that to Heidinger. Heidinger going to go down low to Hepner. But Hepner can't cradle the puck. Nolgren with the shot now. It's going to be low. Turned aside by the stick, the paddle of Sylvester. Trying to get it through the Selects now. They can't quite, and the Avros able to get it out. Nolgren now gets that to Hepner. Hepner now looking to break in. She takes it down the left side, delays, surveying, looking for options. Plays that down low for Boyle. Boyle back up top for Hepner. Hepner now back pass to Nolgren. Her shot right on. Sylvester can't find it. Loose puck there. Sylvester's sprawling on the ground. Refs finally blowing the whistle. The play dead. The Eastman Selects attacking the net there, swarming it. Same with the Avros to defend. And the score still remains 0-0 here. Sylvester's still trying to get on the ice. Her teammates now coming to give her some stick taps on the pad. Big time there as the Avros able to survive on the PK. 44 seconds remaining now. Boyle out on the draw. She's going to get kicked out. It's Hepner having to come take it against Liberty Amy. Draw is going to be won initially by the Avros, but contested by the Selects. Nolgren now from the point. That save made by Sylvester. Rebound there, just cleared away by the Avros. Trying to clear it out, but they can't quite yet. Ginger Fast for support picks up the loose puck. Plays that to the point up top. To her defenseman. It's going to be to Hepner. Hepner now surveying options. She passes that to Heidinger. Heidinger can't quite get that through. Boyle to Fast. Fast now trying to wrap-around attempt. But nice defensive play there by Emmy West. Fast taking it up now. Fast from the slot. Shot off the crossbar. So close to breaking the ice here on the power play. But we play on. It's going the other way now. The Avros sending it in deep. On chase, the Selects get there first. What a chance there for Ginger Fast. Getting a prime real estate. And could not quite finish. Score remains scoreless here with 17:55 remaining in this second period of action. Gonna be a Hepner. Hepner playing that off the boards too fast. Can't get there. It's going to be Zant beating her to it. Zant now plays that up the middle to Speechley. Off of her stick. Selects send that back in deep. The Avros look to break out. Can't quite. Held by the line. Shot on net. And a stoppage in play here with 17:23 remaining. Shots now 11 all. Lots of shots on that power play. And throughout this first period, the second period, the start of it so far for the Selects. Scott Cook won the draw. It's going to be up to the point. That shot wide of the net from number 13. Played out to Dixon. Dixon, wraparound attempt, lost the puck. The handle on it. Scott Cook, her shot just high of the glove there, high of the net of Madeline Sylvester. Avros looking to break it out, and they do. No icing is going to be called on the play here as number 13 for the Selects. And Cox Lauder chases that down. The Avros trying to send that in deep. Wozni attempted to, but can't quite do it. Playing the boards really well where the Selects there, and they break out. Isabella Carrier now Delays, looks, plays that to the slot, but covered up nicely by Lazar. Loose puck got by, but Sylvester up to the test to calmly cover that. And we'll get a stoppage now with 16:35 remaining in the period. Still scoreless, although the Selects banging away at their chances. Draw's going to be won by the Selects up to the point. Sent down low from Brown. That was past the stick of Isabella Carrier. As the Avros now chipping it up the boards. It's Liberty Amy can't quite get that up. 3 Selects by her right now along the boards, trying to get that puck loose, and they finally do. It's going to be in the possession of Turner, though. She goes D to D. Trying to play it up for the Selects, but couldn't. And the Avros now playing it up the boards. Pinching in is Brown to help hold that in. Avros can't quite get it out yet still, and Price finally does. That pass just getting through the stick of Brown, but she sends it down low once again. For the Avros looking to get something going, but this one going to go down the ice for no icing on the call. Must have hit something on the way down. Avros in on the forecheck. Trying to take that away is Liberty Amy, and she did initially. The Selects finally get it down ice. Trying to chip that past Lubke was number 5 in Remillard. Avros now with the puck. Haggard played that up to Rio Pierre. Rio Pierre gets into the zone, but couldn't get quite much further after just getting past the blue line. Puck sent in deep into the Avro zone. Emmy West sending that across to Shortridge. Lubke having that picked off, and here's the Selects. A chance! Oh, save made by Sylvester. Had to be sharp on that one on Scott Cook. Number 12 behind the net now in Waddell. Playing that up to Chloe Carrier. To Scott Cook. Coxlaughter, as I should say. And it's going to be covered up by Madeline Sylvester. But an interference penalty coming here to number 21 of the Avros and Emmy West. And the Selects, they look dangerous on their first power play. Had some dangerous chances, I should say. And they'll be looking for the same type of quality here coming up. As the Selects couldn't quite win the draw, but it's in their possession still. It's Heidinger holding the line, plays that to Hepner. Hepner now tight turning. With the puck still, she ends up turning over though, and it's going to be Rio Pierre going the other way. Rio Pierre trying to, well, just ends up putting the puck that ends up being wide of the net. Pierre with it again, now toe drags in, gets that taken away from herself, and the Selects going the other way. Avros with a potential chance on the PK there. Defended nicely by the Selects. Selects into the Avro zone now, tied up along the boards. Much better looking kill this time around to start off for the Avros. Ginger Fast there to pick it up. Fast gets contested, taken away. The puck was off her and sent down by the Avros. Out of her net, Kennedy left it for her teammate. That's going to be to number 14 and Alexi Remillard, but going to get a whistle here with 59 seconds remaining on the Selects' second power play of this period. Score still remains tied at 0 apiece. Haggard in on the draw for the Avros. Out there with Wozni. Haggard wins the draw, but that was in the possession on the stick of Lexi Remillard is where it ended up. Lexi Remillard now trying to play it. Oh, out in front, where Anna Kennedy had to be sharp on that one, making the save. Turner sending that in deep now as the Avros, a successful kill for them, having some good chances on the PK here. Chloe Carrier getting that to Lexi Remillard now. Remillard up to Carly Remillard. Selects having some trouble bobbling the puck in their own end now. Trying to break out, they can't. It's going to be stripped away by Celine Wozni. She's going the other way. Wozni stopping up, waiting for help. She decides to chip that off the boards, but couldn't get quite deeper than where the puck ended up being. It's Dixon breaking into the zone now, dropping it for Isabella Carrier. Isabella Carrier now strong on the puck, protecting it from Speechley. Her pass, can't find a teammate in Speechley, going the other way now. Speechley tried getting that to Huckuluck, but pass off the mark into the Selects corner. Devin Brown couldn't evade the pressure picked off by the Avros. Working it up high to Shortridge. Shortridge, her shot way wide of the net. Not in the area for a tip either. As the Avros look to get their cycle game going now. Shortridge trying to beat Brown to the puck, and she does, but a penalty is going to be coming up. A bit too physical of a play there from Shortridge. And the Avros, for the third time in this period, are going back to the penalty kill. I assume this one's going to be for roughing. So we'll get a face-off inside of the Avros zone here. With 12:04 remaining, Selects back onto the power play. Speechley out there to take the draw against Boyley. Boyley of the Selects looked like she wanted it first, but got the double tap on her stick. Avros can't quite send that through. That was Dines trying to clear. It's Nolgren now with the puck. The board's closest to the broadcast cameras. Going to be put to the point to Heidinger. Heidinger across to Nolgren. Nolgren to Hepner. Avros doing a good job keeping the Selects to the outside. Boyley sending that up to Hepner. Now Hepner up to the point to Nolgren. Nolgren, her shot. Couldn't get through that, or did get through, deflected wide of the net. Rebound chance, couldn't get on net there. Nolgren to Hepner. Hepner now, her shot through the legs of Zant. Ends up being right on the crest, the Avros crest of number 29 in Madeline Sylvester. And with that, we'll get stoppage and play with 1:16 left in the penalty kill for the Avros. Remillard losing the draw there. I believe it was Sienna Price. Lesage now up at the point, playing give and go with a teammate in number 14 in Lexi Remillard. That's played to Carrier. Carrier, her saucer pass attempt across couldn't quite go. Up to the point, back to Lesage. Lesage, pass across to Isabella Carrier. Oh, couldn't quite get through cleanly. That was Remillard, that fed her, almost connecting, but couldn't quite. So into the last 40 seconds now of the Selects power play. Dixon battling there. Lost puck position, but kept in by the Selects. Carrier now, up to the point to Lesage. Lesage, shot from Remillard, save made by Madeline Sylvester. She's had to be sharp here on these penalty kill chances. And you have to think for the Avros, they could hopefully try to build some momentum off of their goaltender making some big saves. What is a momentum killer for them, and I guess something that they've dealt with for most of this season, is the penalty trouble they've been in. But it's going to be up in front. That shot can't quite get on net in tight from Remillard. She couldn't get a shot attempt there. As the seconds wind down now on the penalty kill. Tied up along the boards. Selects win the puck battle, but it's going to be played out to Pierre. Pierre going the other way, trying to cut in, but can't. Defended nicely by Chloe Carrier. As we are back to even strength now. 17-12 are the shots in favor of the Selects. And we are still scoreless. About 3 players each battling along the boards. It finally gets called for a dead puck. And looks like we will get a face-off just outside of the Select zone here. Closest to us. But thank you to Goaltenders for sponsoring this edition of our MFHL Game Day broadcast, your goalie's personal video review service. Check out their website at GordyTumelsonGoalies.ca today for more information. it actually looks like there is a player down here. Just noticing this. Not quite sure who it is for the Winnipeg Avros that's on the ice. Number 11 and Carlin Zanta, I believe. Or no, it's Emmy West. She's number 21, can see it too. And great on her for getting up. Avery Shortridge coming over to help her off along with Ashley Van Aglen, and looks like West is going to be going off ice. And apologies, not Emmy West, it's Evie West. Or it might be Evie West, but hoping that she ends up being okay and she can get back out for this Avros team, as she's been good with her puck movement today. The Avros turning it over right off the draw, but able to get out just as fast as that turnover had happened. Nice stick there by Lepke to keep that in as the high girl on the forecheck. Select's able to beat the Avros and get into the zone. It's Shortridge surveying. Has Boyle pressuring her. Turnover forced. Chloe Carrier stepping up into the play now. She does. So it's played up to the point now, but it's going to be going the other way. The Avros trying to, but sent back down into their zone as they end up losing possession of the puck. Avros trying to catch the Selects on a change. It's Haggard with it. She just decides to send it down as Brown was coming to close her off. Pierre in on the forecheck along with Haggard now with the puck. It's going to be played up to Hepner. 2-on-1 potentially for this Selects team. It's Hepner with Heidinger. Rebound, shot there. Oh, save made. Sylvester. Puck still loose. Nice play by Speechley to get back defensively. Eliminate that chance from the slot as the Avros survive another dangerous opportunity from the Selects in this period. With 8:12 remaining now. Laid up, sent towards the front of the net, but no one there for the Selects. The Avros taking it the other way. It's going to be Speechley. Backhands that into the opposite corner, where it's going to be Scott Cook who picks it up. Selects sending it in on net on Sylvester's. They go off for a change. 7:54 remaining, or 45 remaining in this period now. Score still scoreless between the Avros and the Selects. It's played up to Lazard in her skates. No icing on the call. She chases it down. It's going to be defended nicely there by Lexi Remillard. And the Selects going the other way. It's Dixon with the puck now. Chips that pass, trying to go wide on Dinez. She loses her stick. Two Avros in the corner now. Dinez is long with, oh, it gets out in front. That was Ginger Fast. Excuse me there, ladies and gentlemen. Had to change course to what was actually happening. But Avros sending that down low, or into the Select zone. Selects can't get that pass, number 16, and Liberty Amy. They finally do. That hops up over a defenseman's stick, and here go the Selects. Trying to get past, oh, with the speed, Isabella Carrier. Was going to be too much for the Avros to handle on the rush, so she got taken out. I believe it's going to be Ness going to the penalty box for the Avros. As the Selects will be going to their fourth power play of the period. Cut to the angle to show you guys. The face-off in the Avros end, won by the Selects, but unable to be kept in. The Selects having some good chance so far on the power play, but haven't quite been able to capitalize on their chances. Amy sends that up off the boards, and it's going to be Wozni potentially with the chance. Wozni tries cutting in. Nice defensive positioning in play, though, by number 17 in Nolgren. Heidinger now bringing it in. Leaves that for Hepner. Hepner circles around before sending that down low for Boyle. Boyle in behind the net now. Sending that up top to Heidinger. Heidinger tries going across, just gets past the sticks, through the sticks to Hepner. Back to Heidinger. Heidinger can't quite get that through as it was deflected. Stick taking up the lane. Sent to Hepner, her shot. Fanned on. That left face-off circle. Ovi's office, as we call it in the hockey world, and sent down by the Avros. Going to get a change. Are both teams, or the Avros, as I should say, only getting a change. It's played in by the Selects, gloved in. They left it. They're back, regrouping in their own end. Trying to avoid the too many men penalty there, and they just do. Isabella Carrier bringing it down the right side. Carrier gets rubbed out a bit by Zant. The Avros now getting that out. A successful clear on a pretty successful penalty kill for them. Let's go around as all of them have been so far today. Six seconds remaining. Bodied there by Speechley. And oh, another penalty coming to the Avros. A bit too much physicality for the refs' liking. And Ella Speechley isn't going to like that. But she has to go serve 2 minutes. And for 1 second, so it's going to be really short-lived. This Selects team is going to go on a 5-on-3 with 4:43 remaining in this second period of action and still a scoreless game. The Avros coming in, like I said, they have to be disciplined in this game, right? Like, as good as your penalty kill may be, you get out of your rhythm in 5-on-5 play. You get a bit more tired playing on the penalty kill. And the Avros, they've been undisciplined, an undisciplined group this season so far. It's Heidinger taking it behind the net, popping off that right side and getting it to Hepner, who now has it at the point. Hepner sending that to Fast. Fast now through a screen. Oh, hits the side of the net there on Madeline Sylvester. Fast, the leading point getter, up to Hepner, to the point to Nolgren. Deflected there, chip on net. But Sylvester up to the test again, and the Avros looking for a chance on the PK. Real Pierre trying to weave through and slice through the defense with speed, but can't. Closed off nicely by Nolgren. The Selects now going the other way. A potential 2-on-1 chance, and here it is for Hepner. Or Heidinger, that was. Hepner was with her. Heidinger, her shot saved, turned aside by Sylvester. Lesage now with it, shot right on in the middle of the crest for a pretty easy save made by Sylvester. And the Selects, once again with their chances, been able to create some off the rush as well. It's just the Avros just doing enough to get back, and Selects not quite at their top quality for execution. That shot tipped and out of play. Shot from Dixon tipped by number 5. And Callie Remillard, as I should say. Number 5 out there for the draw still. Along with Isabella Carrier. That draw 1 played up to the point by Dixon. That one now across to Lesage. Try getting that to Isabella Carrier was number 14, and Remillard scores! And after all their work on power play after power play, getting bodies in front, the Selects finally able to get free a player in front getting a tip on net that was pretty much impossible for Madeline Sylvester to stop. And this Avros team now down 1-0. 2 straight losses heading into this matchup. Maybe this will give them something to push for, some extra motivation here. They lost Evie West earlier on in this period. That one going to be covered by Madeline Sylvester, but yeah, the Selects, more and more as this game has gone on, they've had more offensive zone time, of course, because of those power plays. Working the puck around decently, getting traffic to the front of the net. That's what you need to do against a team like the Avros. Get as much bodies as you can in front as possible, and good things can happen there. With 2:48 remaining in the period, Heidinger picking up a loose puck. Her shot just high of the net, trying to get the rebound there, but wasn't quite fast enough, and Lizotte was just in the right position to get it, to contest it. Zant now pressured by Scott Cook. Cook now going to be going to the penalty box as the Avros are going to end up drawing one. Delayed penalty on the play. Going to be Lizotte. Her shot wide of the net. High, and Avros still on it. Still on possession. And nope, finally touched up by the Selects. As we'll see the Avros going to their first power play in a while in this matchup. Number 15 for the Eastman Selects. And Scott Cook going off for the penalty. So the Avros, for the next 2 minutes on the power play, looking to get back in this game. Evie West is back out there, by the way, which is a wonderful sign for the Avros to see. She's going to look to take a skate behind her own net, and she does, shielding the puck from Ginger Fass. Evie West looking to rush this up through the neutral zone, across the blue line now, taking it wide. What a chance here! Oh, off the side of the net. Couldn't quite get a clean opportunity on net, but the Avros now with it, possessing Wozni to West. West tries getting that through, tipped. Not quite on net. As Oriana Kennedy covers things up to calm things down here with 1:23 remaining on the Avros power play, the Selects penalty kill. In our game, of course, speaking of goaltenders, we're brought to you by the Brand Goaltenders, your goalie's personal video review service. Sure to check it out, basically a one-on-one Zoom coaching service at GordyTumbletonGoalies.ca. One to the point, Shortridge with a shot turned aside with the pads of Oriana Kennedy. Waddell gets the puck first in the neutral zone, just decides to send it in. The Selects looking to survive here late on a late penalty that they took to hold the 1-0 lead heading into the third period. Avros now getting in on the last minute of play. Celine Wozni with it. Wozni taking it around the net. In for options, drops that for Liberty Amy. Amy across, oh, that pass not flat enough. Laying on the ice for the Avros to get a clean shot. It hopped over the stick, back in the neutral zone, into the Avros zone now. As Amy tried chipping it up, but she could not. Into the Select zone. Avery Shortridge playing that across to number 15 and Turner. Turner to the middle for Haggard. Haggard now taking that behind the net, out in front, contested nicely, getting the stick on Rio Pierre. There was a Selects defenseman. Shortridge now, her shot tipped, but high of the net. Rio Pierre now with it. Avros applying the pressure now up to Shortridge. Her shot gloved through traffic. Maybe there was a little window for her to see, but Oriana Kennedy up to the test to keep it a one-goal game. One-goal lead still for the Selects with 12.9 remaining in the second. We're back to even strength. Rio Pierre out to take the draw, along with Lubke and Haggard for the Avros. Draw going to be won by the Selects. Avros looking for one more chance. They can't get it. The Selects maybe with one more chance. Nope, they decide to dump it in deep. make the Avros go chase it, as Eastman kept drawing penalties throughout that period. They finally got rewarded with their 4th power play of that period, with a goal tipped past Madeline Sylvester. And yeah, for the Winnipeg Avros, they're in tough here against a Eastman Selects team who is 2nd in goals allowed in the league in terms of least. They play really well, clogging up the middle of their defensive zone. For the Avros, they got to work on getting more bodies to the net, but more importantly, being cleaner out of their own end and not taking as many penalties as we saw it finally did come to cost them. In that period as it went along for the Selects to be able to get the advantage and go up 1-0. So the Avros, they're going to rely on their skilled players, their depth to get them through in this one. Madeline Sylvester has been fantastic. Same with Oriana Kennedy. My goodness, perfect so far on 16 shots against. Shots are 25-16 in favor of Eastman, thanks in large part to those power plays they've had, as I believe it was 11-5 in shots coming into the period in favor of the Avros. Avros going to look to get back to their game coming up in this 3rd period of action. The Selects looking to hold on and maybe extend the lead to more, or maybe they'll just be looking to survive and defend, rely on their good goaltending. You're watching the MFHL game day live here on GShow Productions between the Selects, who have the 1-0 lead over the Avros, here at the Neverville Recreational Center, brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools. Goaltenders and Terrico, myself, Graham the GShow Forsyth, and GShow Productions will be back for the 3rd period call here from Niverville, Manitoba. back live here at Niverville Recreation Center between the Winnipeg Avros and the home team, the Eastman Selects, heading into period number 3 here, which has been a close and tightly contested game so far that saw the Eastman Selects going out on top on a power play in that second period. A puck getting by Madeline Sylvester. At first I thought it was deflection. I think the player might have deflected it to herself and put it in the net, but there was some sort of deflection there on the play. The Selects doing exactly what you need to do. Go to the net on this Avros team. Go hard to the net and make them, not have that much of an easy job, to defend it. But yeah, this one is heading into the third period of action here. This game brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, your one-stop shop for all your industrial needs. Be sure to visit their website at midcanadafasteners.shop to check out their great line of products. And until the end of this month, you can get a free coffee mug with any one of your purchases from Milwaukee Tool if you use GShow Productions when making a purchase in store. Also brought to you by Terrico, certain Manitoba producers for over 80 years, and Goaltenders, your goalie's personal video review service at GordyTummelsonGoalies.ca. But both teams making their way out onto the ice now. 25-16 are the shots in favor of the Eastman Selects. As we'll take a look at who ended up getting the goal. It was number 18 in Isabella Carrier who got loose for that tip goal in the Avro zone. Player of the week this past week in the MFHL, continuing her strong play into another big game against a top opponent, which the Selects looking to beat for the first time this season. The second meeting between these two teams, as the Avros beat the Selects earlier on this year 5-4, or 4-3 in OT, as I should say. And the storyline throughout this game, I feel like heading into it, one of the big ones for the Winnipeg Avros was that penalty kill, right? The amount of penalties they take, how much time, are they going to spend on the penalty kill today? Is it going to actually cost them? And it could end up being the case in this game today. For the Selects, they played hard all game long. They're a spirited team. They're a stingy team. They make it tough on their opponents to really create any high-danger scoring chances in the middle of the ice, and we've seen that throughout this game so far. For the shots where their goaltending has had to come up and be big within the test, it's been Oriana Kennedy, who's been fantastic so far today. Spoke about how she has strong goaltending skills coming into the game and how strong goaltending was going to be a big factor in the Eastman Selects game and really their success this season. They're second in the MFHL in terms of least goals given up. A few more given up between them and the Winnipeg Ice, who are first in that category. And right now, as we get started for this period, the refs having a discussion near the penalty box. Not quite sure what is happening, what's going on. But for the Eastman Selects, if they are able to hold on to this win in this period, they will improve to 9-5-2 on the season and would only end up being 1 point behind the Yellowhead Chiefs. And for the Winnipeg Avros, they're at 12-3-2 heading into this matchup, looking like they're in danger right now of dropping their third straight loss, which would make a winless weekend for the Avros, which honestly not sure I really saw coming. But that might not be the case, as there's a full 20 left to play here in the final period of regulation. We're finally about to be underway. Remillard out on the draw along with Speechley. And Speechley wins it back to Turner as the third period is officially underway here from the Niverville Recreation Center in Niverville, Manitoba. Behind the Avros goal line now, it's Hepner with the puck, looking to protect Speechley there, attacking her. Trying to win possession of the puck, but they can't. It's the Selects still on it. Hepner sending that down low. Little short pass to Remillard. It's going to be back in the possession of Hepner now. She goes off the boards up to Lesage. Her shot way wide of the net. Potentially looking for a tip on net redirection, but no one was even close to making that happen. Here goes Ellis Speechley. Tries sending it up the boards, but can. It's going to be a turnover in possession of Heidinger's stick, and she just decides to send that down low as the Selects go off for a change. Pierre, right back to a defenseman, gets it right back again, and her pass to turn it up ice picked off by the Selects. Avros top line of Rio Pierre, Lazard, and Lupke going off for a change. Ginger Fast sends that to the middle, but picked off there by Celine Wozni. Wozni can't chip it past Fast, and Fast going the other way. Ginger Fast now taking it towards the middle. Delane high middle near the blue line in the Avro zone. Chipping that off the boards down low. It's Evie West who left the game for a brief period of time. Ended up coming back. I believe she might have sustained an injury. Or maybe she ended up just losing some equipment, a piece of it. I'm not quite sure because she was out there pretty shortly afterwards, which was great to see. But Nolgren tries getting a shot pass. She can't. Wozni with a nice stick. Wozny's going to get this on her stick right before the blue line. Deciding to dump it in. Some frustration from her on the play there. The Selects able to break it out the other way. Tries dangling pass. Can't quite do it. Was a Selects player, I believe, Isabella Carrier. Avros try chipping it up the boards. Can't. That shot turned aside by the stick from the Cox-Lauder shot from the point by Sylvester. The Selects keeping that in, strong at the blue line. It's the Avros looking to break out. They got hemmed in their zone on the power play in that second period of play. This time, the Selects doing it at 5-on-5. Puck sent out in front, but doesn't reach a teammate. No one was in the vicinity. The Avros playing it around their net now. Looking to break up. Can't get that pass to Lupke. And the Selects continue to hem the Avros in their zone, not allowing them to break out successfully. As they're turning up their forecheck a bit from what we usually see, a pretty passive attack. As they continue to work, the Avros now just looking to work that along the boards, but no one there to get it out of their teammates. They finally do, but unable to successfully get it out. The Selects regrouping. That pass picked off by Lupke, picked off again, and the Selects sent it in deep. It's Hepner going in and chase, gets positioning on Zant. Hepner now tries sending that in front, hits the skate of Price. And the Avros looking to go the other way. It's in the possession of Rio Pierre. Played to the middle. To Lazard, shoots. Oh, beautiful save there by Oriana Kennedy. Off of a prime scoring chance from Mackenzie Lazard, who was able to break away from the Selects defense. At one of the most dangerous chances the Avros have had on a while in net. The Avros getting it out now. It's going to be Nolgren sending that towards the middle. Pass off for Cox-Lauder. Or no, for Lesage, that is. Sent in deep into the Avros zone now. Turner back to play it. Chips that off the boards to a teammate, initiating the breakout to Huckula. Gets that to Pierre. Pierre taking it wide. Has a teammate with her. Pass! Oh, can't quite get there. Was off the target. Nicely contested, too, by the Selects defense. Ginger Fast now in the neutral zone. Looking to build up speed. Past the red line. Tries dangling past West there. But ends up getting the puck back anyways. Evie West behind her own net. That one turned over. Fast with the shot. That hit the side of the net. The Avros from the high slot, that shot unable to get through. It's going to be in the possession of Wozni. She gets that stolen away from her, though. The Selects send that down deep. And we'll get a face-off inside of the select zone with 14:52 remaining in this third period of action. Select still up 1-0 on the Avros. As the Avros win the draw, Haggard plays that to Dinez, but her shot wide of the net. Nolgren now tight turning to alleviate the pressure, but the Avros honor Amy along with number 19 and Celine Wozni giving pressure. Oh, nice job by Gingerfast to alleviate the pressure, skating away out of her zone and into the Avros zone now, looking to take it wide. Shielding the puck, plays that out in front, can't get through. Avros able to defend it. So we're into the neutral zone now. Just past the blue line. Zant trying to get to the net, but can't. Taking a tumble there. Behind her own net was Chloe Carrier. Dinez there now at the line. Holding it in. Sends that to Haggard. Back to Dinez. Dinez can't hold the line, though, and selects with a potential break chance. But Avros get back fast enough to defend it. Pass wasn't there from number 12 in Waddell. Waddell now with the puck, though. Sends that down low to Heidinger. Heidinger now forechecking on. And the Avros looking to get out. They do. It's going to be Sienna Price. Has a teammate with her. A 2-on-2 now. Sienna Price trying to take it behind the net. Backhand out in front, but no one there for the Avros. Middle clogged up nicely by the Selects. Sienna Price now, along with Shortridge. Avros lose that battle. It's played out. Played into the Selects bench now from an Avros player. And we'll get a face-off here outside of the Avros zone with 13:16 remaining in this third period of action. Select still up 1-0 in a game, brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, your one-stop shop for all your industrial needs. Sure to use GShow Productions promo code to get a free Milwaukee Coffee Mug with any one of your purchases until the end of this month in store at Mid Canada Fasteners Tools. Below the Selects goal line now, Lizotte is taken out there, rubbed out. Selects looking to get it up. They do. Just getting that past Rio Pierre, and they're going the other way. In the Avro zone, it's Turner now. Just gets her pass. Past Lesage, and here's Pierre. Pierre, her shot wide of the net from the outside on her chance. Sent in deep. Back into the Select zone. The Avros getting most of their players off for a change now. Rio Pierre still out there. That pass couldn't be cradled in by Fast, but no icing on the play. Avros looking to break it out, and they do. It's to Liberty Amy. Kicking that to the left side to Pierre. Rio Pierre now tries getting that through, but Nolgren with a nice block of the stick. Rio Pierre battling along the boards with two Selects. The Selects win that battle. Can't get it out. Turnover by Fast. That one just tipped over the glove of Kennedy behind the net now. Rio Pierre looking to work. A long shift for her. Pierre up to the point for West. That shot turned aside by Kennedy. Selects had a potential chance to stretch it there, but decided not to. No icing on the play as they send it down. The Avros looking to break out of their zone again. That's going to be taken into the neutral zone now. Puck played there. Selects looking to wheel. It's Isabella Carrier. Can't dangle through Wozni, and Wozni just plays it down low. Haggard now in on chase first. Forechecker and plays that out in front. Covered nicely again. Loose puck there potentially for Wozni, but sticked away by a Selects player, and it's into the Avro zone now. Waddell sending it down. Wins the race to the puck. Middle clogged up nicely there on the pass by the Avro. Shot from the point. Easy yet difficult save made by Madeline Sylvester. Avros just get into the zone. Trying to play it to the middle now. Trying to get past the defenseman as Haggard, and she does. Haggard, side of the net, that shot wouldn't go. And once again, the Selects now going the other way. Hepner with Heidinger. Hepner now, shot on net, rebound there. Oh, beautiful save by Sylvester to keep it out. Off of the rebound. Highlight reel there from number 29. Which would have put the Avros in a 2-0 hole here with just over 10 minutes remaining. The Selects, they've created some havoc in front of the Avros net tonight, something that they had to do. And it's caused some fits for the Avros in this game, as they still can't get it out, but they finally do. It's Lupke. Getting that to the middle to Lazat. Lazat just sends it in on Kennedy from outside the blue line. Avros giving chase. Lupke, nice stick to get in there. Sends that off the boards to Speechley. Speechley now looking to protect behind the net along the boards. Teammate comes in to help out, but the Selects able to win the battle and get the loose puck. In the skates of Ginger Fast, disrupted the flow of the transition up for the Selects. Lesage up to Ginger Fast now, and Fast breaking in. That pass can't get to a teammate. As once again, many of these, as we've seen today, a battle along the boards in the Avro zone. That puck sent out in front. Shot from the side by Fast, can't quite get it. Still chipping away at it. Avros finally able to clear it away into the boards. And here they go. A nice saucer pass there from Amy. Rio Pierre shoots. Oh, nice save made by Kennedy. Square to it, cutting down the angle. What a beautiful pass there from Amy to start the transition in to break in. And once again, Oriana Kennedy with sound technique in this game, cutting down all the angles today. Avros just haven't had an answer for her. Isabella Carrier loses the puck for a split second there. Had to just play it to a teammate and they dump it in. The Selects in on the attack. On the Avros, on the forecheck, trying to make it tough on them to break out, and they do just that for the time being. Pucks near the high slot. Isabella Carrier now, with a bunch of Avros swarming her around her. The Avros able to get that in. Shot on net, covered up by Oriana Kennedy. With 7:35 remaining here in this third period, 1-0 the score for the Eastman Selects. Face off to the blocker hand side of Kennedy, won by the Selects. Avros trying to get possession, but they can't. And that means it's going to be the Selects going the other way. Getting that into the Avros end now. Behind the net. It's the Avros looking to break out. Just able to, as that just gets over the stick of number 11 and Chloe Carrier. Avros couldn't make much out of it though, so Selects still with possession of it. Heidinger sending that down, no icing on the play. Dines back to retrieve it for the Avros as she's getting pressured. Disrupted with. Played out in front, no one there. Avros covering it up nicely, that part of the ice. And here goes Mackenzie Lazat. Nice move cutting in, beating two players that way. She's now on the left side. Lazat decides to send that down low. So teammate gives chase, and Rio Pierre back out on the ice, leading rookie scorer in the MFHL so far this season. Pierre getting rubbed out along the boards by a player in Scott Cook. Tie up along the bench there. The Eastman Selects as the Avros is going to have possession of the puck. Turner can't quite get that in deep. Avros unable to hold the line. Going the other way now is Boyley. Boyley with the chance. Boyley in on Sylvester. Oh, nice save by Sylvester. Boyley couldn't get the most out of that shot on the break. Chance. And the Avros now going the other way. It's Rio Pierre. Attack in the middle of the ice, takes it wide. Pierre now backhand shot. Oh, Kennedy up to the test. Up to the task, as I should say, as well, to make that save. 23 saves on the night now, as it remains a 1-0 game for the Eastman Selects with 5:40 remaining in this period. Avros can't win possession of the draw. It's won by Boyle, their teammate in Remillard. Waddell tries playing it up the boards, but not hard enough. Avros just sent it down deep. Nolgren protecting the puck, but then turns it over along the boards. Isabella Carrier now just decides to send that out. Contesting it there at center ice was Cunningham. Cunningham tied up along the boards near the blue line in the Avros zone with Waddell. 3 Selects there now. The 3-on-2 on the Avros along the boards. The Selects winning the battle. Carrier can't get that shot through. Blocked by the shin pads of the Avros. The Selects looking to get something going. Can't quite move that puck efficiently right now in the Avros zone. A defenseman stepping up now. That's Lexi Remillard. Going in. Heidinger there to cover at the point. Heidinger coming in now. Couldn't quite get the puck. Up to Hepner's stick at the point. Sends that down low to Heidinger. Selects looking to control here with 4:23 remaining in the third period with a slim 1-0 lead over the Winnipeg Avros. The swarm of bodies behind the Avros net. The Selects come out of the battle victorious. But oh no, bad turnover there. Had potential for that anyways. Trickles in on net, hitting Oriana Kennedy. And the Avros now looking for a late game push. Not going to happen there as puck hits something onto the stick of Hepner. They send that in deep. The Selects 3:43 away from their 9th win of the season and moving 1 point below the Yellowhead Chiefs, barring what happens in their weekend action, as we'll have updates on all the games happening in the league in just a moment. Once this game is over, wraparound chance there. Sylvester able to come out on top. Avros taking it the other way, Speechley off of the penalty box glass. Getting that in. Avros unable to hold the line. That pass getting by. Rimming around to Fast. Fast, her shot. Not the highest quality. Sticked aside by Sylvester and off of the glass behind the net. It's onto the stick of rookie Rio Pierre now. Pierre finds a teammate, but Turner had her stick tied up. Pierre out in front, gets that out in front. Turner, oh, it went through her legs. Unable to get a shot on net. She plays that down low. Lupke there in support along with Turner. On the Avros forecheck with 2:38 remaining in this game. In regulation, that is, barring a tie. Off the boards there from Chloe Carrier. Avros sending it back down low again. In on the forecheck is the Avros along the boards. Still keeping it in the select zone. Up at the point. That shot right on the crust. That selects crust. Easy save for Oriana Kennedy as she'll stop it up. Her 24th save of the game. With 2:11 remaining here as Ashley Van Anglin and her Avros are going to take a timeout to draw something up, to find a way to break through an Eastman Selects defense and goaltending play of Oriana Kennedy. That's been great today. Kennedy's been squared up to her shots really well, cutting down the angles like we've talked about really well. And for the most part, this Selects team doing a good job of taking away the middle ice for this Avros team to get those prime chances as they're so used to getting. And it's these teams that, like, yes, the Selects are now 4th place in the standings, but these teams that are the non-traditional powerhouses, that aren't powerhouses traditionally, you know, like teams like the Avros in the regular season, or the Ice, or the Yellowhead Chiefs, or the Westman Wildcats. It's that, you know, do a really good job at doing what they can, playing structured in their own end to take away quality scoring chances like we've seen today from the Selects against the Avros. A big reason why they're second in goals against in the league only is because of their goaltending and the strong defensive play this year. And another example there is they're strong within their house, getting it out. Empty net now for the Avros. The Selects looking for it. Oh, that one, nice save made by the skate there of Evie West. The Selects searching for that empty net goal. Shot from the point, can't get through. Played off the boards there by Amy, but can't get it. Past Avros finally get it into the neutral zone, and they'll look to go the other way. Speechley left it for number 12 in Mackenzie Lizotte. Along the boards, Avros trying to get it in deep. But like all game long, the Selects making it tough for them to do that. To play it up the boards. Rio Pierre tries getting that out in front, but once again, contested by the stick. This time of a player in Remillard, number 5. So we're behind the net. Speechley battling along with Lesage. Amy also there. Remillard now with the puck. She just decides to get it out, and they do. Last minute of play remaining in this game. Selects looking to hold on for their 9th win of the season and their first win against the Avros of the year. Played in behind the net, rubbed out there, Lizotte. Along with her is Sienna Price and number 8, Lubke. 3 Selects players down there as well. Empty net for the Avros. Oh, a beautiful, maybe game-saving defensive play from the stick of Lexi Remillard. 25 seconds remaining there now. Still in the Select zone, in deep. 18 seconds chasing that down is Lizotte. Up to Cunningham. Cunningham with a shot. Can't get that through. Nice stick by Lesage. Cunningham keeps it still. Tip wide of the net. 8 seconds remaining. The Selects get it out, and that should do it. Depending. Yes! Scores! The Eastman Selects, with 1.9 seconds remaining, adding the insurance goal here at 2-0. It was Heidinger saying, "I'll live on a prayer." Sending it down ice. Looked like it might be an icing at first, but that puck was tracking, finds the net. And for the Eastman Selects, their first win over the Avros of the season, moving 1 point behind the Yellowhead Chiefs in the standings, and a huge win for a team that has been the story of the year, I'd say, so far in the MFHL. The Eastman Selects improved to 9-5-2 on the season, 1-1 on the season series against the Avros. As both teams now go to center ice to shake hands, we'll update the final score for you guys here from Niverville Recreation Center. So it was the the Eastman Selects winning this one 2-0, holding the Avros to only 25 shots, putting up 33 shots for themselves. The goals in this game coming from Isabella Carrier, along with Heidinger adding that empty net goal with just under 2 seconds left to go in the game. As you saw, Oriana Kennedy picking up a win this weekend compared to last weekend when they lost to the ice in that shootout game. And it's another top 3 team that the Selects team has beaten this year. They're undefeated so far against the Chiefs, 1-1 now against the Winnipeg Avros, and they'll have the rest of the weekend off before getting set to finish off their 2023 portion of the schedule next weekend. For the Winnipeg Avros, they now drop 3 straight here. They go winless on their weekend, something that hasn't happened in quite a long time. They'll be looking to get back to the drawing board, but at the same time, they had some chances in this game, just couldn't quite find a way to break through successfully on that Selects team and find a way to beat Oriana Kennedy. Penalties, like talked about, Felt like it could have costed them in this game, and it ultimately did, as the game-winning goal, the 1-0 goal by Isabella Carrier, came on the 4th power play the Selects had in that second period alone. We're going to update you guys on what's happening around the league before we sign off here on GShow Productions for the MFHL today. Looking at the schedule. So right now, currently going, this game probably over now. The Central Plains Capitals hosting the Pembina Valley Hawks. The Westman Wildcats at home tonight against the Interlake Lightning at 7:30 p.m. in Hartney. And the Yellowhead Chiefs hosting the Winnipeg Ice at Shoal Lake tonight at 7:30 p.m. In terms of what's happening tomorrow, Selects and, well, the Avros actually have a chance to finish their weekend off with the win, as they'll be taking on the Pembina Valley Hawks tomorrow in Winnipeg at 2:15 p.m. at Seven Oaks Arena. The Winnipeg Ice in Hartney tomorrow afternoon at 2:30 p.m. to take on the Westman Wildcats. And the Interlake Lightning in Yellowhead to take on the Chiefs at Shoal Lake at 2:30 p.m. We'll be back on GShow Productions next week on Wednesday coming up at the Access for All Event Center, the Iceplex. The Hockey for All Center. We are going to be there on Wednesday night for our next game here, MFHL Game Day number 2. I've been your play-by-play commentator and color commentary guy, Graham, the G-Show Foresight. Thanks to Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, Terrico, and Goaltenders for sponsoring this edition of MFHL Game Day. Selects hold on 2-0 to beat the Winnipeg Ice. We'll see you guys on Wednesday night between the Ice and the Central Plains Capitals from the Hockey for All Center. Take care, everybody.